Okay, so there's that. I guess Bitcoin has just decided to go sideways. So much for my waves on support. We could get back up on there. The one data point I didn't like, Elon Musk tweet, if you've been following along, Elon Musk tweet here. Traders jumped in, traders jumped out, people got liquidated, people panic sold. I didn't like this $50,000 level, but unfortunately, a data point's a data point. I said it a few times. I didn't like it, but I mean, it's inevitable. It's a data point now, so let's go and draw in a line using the data point I can't stand to look at. The thing is there's over-the-counter buying by big players. There's enormous. There's tons of Bitcoin being bought right now. There's a supply crunch coming, and we got to sit here and watch. Got to sit here and watch the price of Bitcoin go down. It seems like it's plummeting, but it's not. It's just going down. It's basically going sideways. There was one big red candle in here. It might have scared people, but this is the 4-hour chart. But anyways, let's go. This is lining up pretty good now. So it's a true data point. I guess it was always a true data point. I just didn't like the way it came into existence because I was up in here. I was a big fan of drawing this top support line in here, right there. I really liked that. And Elon Musk tweeted right after it. That's kind of lame, but old news. So let's draw this in here. Let's see if I go from there to, let's go to, say, like right about in here somewhere. That looks pretty solid. And what do you know? We're bouncing right off of it. It's kind of amazing how Bitcoin really follows this technical analysis. People are constantly amazed that it follows the Fibonacci lines, and that when you draw these resistance and support lines, it'll continually obeys them. See, obviously, this dippy dump is obviously bouncing off this bottom line here, and with like Fibonacci levels and stuff. I mean, that was invented out of observation. It's just kind of a natural thing, but what really makes it a solid thing now is most technical analysis. Most technical analysts are using the Fibonacci levels, and they're all using the same support lines and resistance lines. So it's no surprise that Bitcoin really follows the technical analysis for the most part. Although no one can ever say whether it's going to go up or down, but without a doubt, it bounces off these lines. Earlier when I drew this in, I was getting a much better. You know what? Let's get rid of that. Let's try it. Let's try it from back here. See how we do. Oh, that's that wasn't good. Okie dokie. Starting out hot. Here we go, folks. Let's try this again. This is probably where I should draw it. Right about here. Right about here. There it is. Perfect. Bounce, 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 bounce. The last 5 4-hour candles have bounced off it. So I've got a third support line. This is kind of looking like Crypto Face's spider lines. I don't know if you ever watched Crypto Face, but we could probably even move this one to here. I still consider all 3 of these the valid support and resistance lines. I wouldn't be surprised if we jump up. Let's see if we can draw a little top line in here. Something that's going to look maybe something like this. How could we do something like this? maybe say here. Now we got ourselves a little triangle. So basically, what these analysis. Why can't I get that word straight? Analysts. I always want to put an extra vowel in there. Analyzists. These analyzerists. Basically, what they're doing is something like this. And they're going to say, really all they can say is it's going to go, price of Bitcoin is going to go something like this. Bounce here. Either break down here or bounce here and go up here and break out here. Or maybe bounce down here and break out here. But the thing being, by the time it gets to the end here, it's going to bounce out. So I like this because if you've been watching my last videos, I've been talking about Coinbase IPO on the NASDAQ April 14th, which would put us right here, smack dab, April 14th, right here, right here, right there, right where it pretty much has to break out. So I'm expecting it to break to the upside on the 12th still. My mind's really not changing. 12th, 13th, probably break up. Lots of people are saying the Coinbase IPO might cause a dump in Bitcoin. Might be a pump and a dump. Bitcoin could do something like so. Bouncing off here, right? And coming up here. And then April 14th, April 15th, they're thinking maybe a dump, something like that. So watch out for something like that. So what you're seeing, if you've been watching over the last 24 hours, 36 hours, what you've been seeing, what you've been witnessing is about $1 billion of longs getting liquidated out of the market. Billion with a B. People going over leverage. So it seems like there's probably, no one can probably tell you the full inner workings of all the cogs in the machine that's going on right now, how they're all playing and rubbing against each other. But it seems to me that and maybe some YouTubers play a big part in it, or maybe a small part, or at least some kind of part, and getting people super excited and getting way over leveraged. And there's bots out there, there's humans and there's bots out there that they know when this market gets over leveraged, and they go and they wipe them out. They have their ways. So I don't know if it just keeps happening like that. I don't know. I really don't know. In my opinion, I'm still looking for in here, maybe an up or down. This should be about April 12th, April 13th. I'm looking for a pumpage. Who knows how high it's going? Some people are calling 75, 80,000. Some people 65,000, which would be right about in here. I don't know. I have my little warning set up over here. See this little yellow arrow? Have it set at 68,000. That's what I'd like to sell, but I might start selling off as we get to 64, 65,000. On Kraken, I can only keep my trades open for 28 days. So my oldest trades are going to be expiring April 11th, April 12th, which is right here. So April 14th is right at the end of this triangle here. So my trades start expiring. My oldest ones start expiring here. So obviously I'd like to start selling some stuff. But anyways, I don't think anyone should be worried about this. It's clearly been bouncing off for the last 4, 8, 12, 16 hours, 19 hours, give or take. It's been clearly bobbleheading off this bottom support line. If it were to break, maybe if you go down here to 54,000, extremely unlikely for it to come down to 50,000. But if it did, that'd probably be a good spot to buy. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a professional. Just do it on YouTube. Do your own research and educate yourself. That's what Bitcoin's all about, anyways. But I'd be surprised if it really breaks through this bottom support line here. I'd be more surprised if it went through 54,000. I'd be dumbfounded if it went down to 50, and I'd say I absolutely do not believe it could go down below 50. There's huge institutional support down here. Just a mess, a giant mess of institutional support. Michael Saylor bought at $59,000, which is right here. He just bought $20 million worth of Bitcoin. And shoot, that would have had to have been here. This hasn't been that high at 59,000. Michael Saylor bought here. just I think 2 days ago. So yeah. Anyways, major institutional buying. There's whispers of Walmart might be getting in right now. So Bitcoin would hit the fan if news of Walmart came out. Apple coming out and buying Bitcoin. If they announced that before this Coinbase IPO, we could look at a major pump. But anyways, this is why I'll never tell people to use high leverage. That this in here, people getting just wiped out, annihilated. So yeah, that's why. Let's look at this on the 1 hour chart before I let you go here. Get you maybe a better look at this. April 14th is here. I mean, my last video is called April 12th, all-time new high, which would be here. 11th and 10th is the weekend. So hopefully we don't get a big pump over the weekend, because usually Bitcoin reverses whatever it does on the weekend. If it just goes sideways, then that doesn't count. If it goes up through the weekend, it's almost a lock. Bitcoin will reverse down. If we go down through the weekend, it's almost a lock. Bitcoin will go up on Monday. So I'm almost expecting maybe we come back up here Wednesday and Friday. If I could find my line again. Wednesday and Friday, maybe we come back up in here. I wouldn't be surprised if this is what the weekend looked like. And then we're setting up for Monday, April 12th here, and then a breakout. We might break through all three of these support lines Monday and Tuesday, the 12th and the 13th. Don't be surprised if we're up here at 64, 65,000. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm thinking. And then I don't know if there's going to be a big short festival going on to take out another $1 billion worth of over leveraged long positions. maybe we dump back down here later in the week. I don't know. It's just speculation, but if I were going to guess and give my guess away to other people, I would say watch out for a little uptrend Thursday and Friday, 8th and 9th. Maybe a little dumpage. I'd like to see, actually, over the weekend, 10th and 11th, I'd like to see it do a little dumpy dump, because that's almost a lock. Like I said, it's almost a lock for Bitcoin to reverse. So the 12th, still looking for something that looks about like that. To the 14th, 15th, 16th, maybe a dump. Maybe it doesn't dump. Maybe that doesn't happen. I don't want to really go too far past the middle of the month. But if this original waves on support were going to play out like the last 3 months, like I had been talking about, that would give us a pumpage, like I've been talking about, up to April 14th or so. And the end of the month, it usually comes down and hits the support line. The last 3 months has done exactly this, which would put us at about 70,000 April 28th. April 29th, April 27th, April 30th, end of April, right about 70,000. So if I was going to guess, maybe a little pumpage, like I already explained, and then a little dumpage, 70,000 end of the month. What do you think? Just a guess. I just recommend everyone educate yourself and pay attention and don't get over leveraged, because over leveraged people are just simply getting mauled. There's big players in here now. They can see exactly what everyone's doing. Supercomputers, bots, and blah, 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 blah. Hope you enjoyed this video. As always, thanks for watching.